guys, today we're making a lazy recipe. I love lazy recipes. My sister-in-law has been going on and on and on about, I love you, on and on and on about this bread, which is world's easiest no-knead bread. And I hate kneading bread, but like the only reason I will make it is because we've got Bertha over here and she kneads bread like a pro. That's the only reason I'll ever make bread. Anyway, this has got 4 ingredients, that's it. So let's get started. A lot of people keep asking me how many cups are things. Screw cups. Always use scales for baking. The thing with cups is that your volume might be different, or my idea of a cup might be not the same as your idea of a cup. So always use scales when you're baking something, otherwise you're just going to have a bad time. Okay, we need 450 grams of white plain flour. The best kind of flour to use is baker's flour. If you don't have baker's flour, just use plain flour. It doesn't really matter. But I happen to have baker's flour because obviously Bertha gets to work out occasionally making bread around here. Especially making pizza dough. This is the only thing I use cups for when I'm baking, is putting ingredients in a bowl. We need 450. So today we have bowl cam as well, so you can see exactly what happens in the bowl, which is not a whole heck of a lot. I need something to stir this with that's not my hand. What better than the Christmas spatula? Okay, and to this we are adding rapid yeast, which I keep in the freezer. Lasts longer if you keep it in the freezer. 2 teaspoons of instant or rapid rise yeast. Do I have a teaspoon measurement? Or are we just gonna... Aha! You want 2 teaspoons, and you're just going to mix it in with the salt in a second. Sometimes they add a little bit of sugar. I'm going to add a tiny bit of sugar. It doesn't have it in the recipe. I'm just going to add like a teaspoon of sugar because it helps the yeast activate. So yeah, I'm not sure if my last one was quite full. So just a tiny bit more. Okay, so there's our yeast. Now we need 2 teaspoons of salt. And because we're adding a little bit of sugar, we'll be very liberal with these. Look, it's still pouring in. But the sugar, you can't taste the sugar, it just adds some pep in the step of your yeast. So this is just granulated sugar that I accidentally bought when I wanted caster sugar, and that's like half a teaspoon. It's not even. And the last thing we're putting in here, I'm just going to give that a little stir so that all the yeast isn't sitting on top, is 375 mils of very warm tap water. It says not boiling. So basically, let's see here, I've got a jug. This is from my coffee earlier, so we'll just use that. We might have to give it a second to cool down, or we'll tip it out and add some cold from the tap. Yeah, it's a bit too hot, so I'm just going to add some cold from the tap. I think body temperature, just above body temperature when you're doing that one. Let me just give this a quick stir. And when I do stuff like this, I always make a well in the middle. And you might think, why are you using your mixer bowl? if you're not using the mixer. I wanted a high-sided bowl because this is going to probably double or triple in size while it's proving. And this is the high-sided bowl that I own. So we are literally mixing that in there. And that's it. Just mixing it, and it's going to be like really sticky and really rough and not even remotely dough-like. Make sure you get all the bits from the bottom. You want to mix it all in, and mine looks like dough. So, my sloppy no-knead dough that is supposed to look like cake batter looks like bread dough. It's slightly sloppy. I'm gonna stick my hands in and get it done properly because it's just silly. No, it's gonna need some more water, I think, because otherwise it's not gonna have the right texture. It's gonna be dry. I don't want dry bread. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna grab a tiny bit more water. So mine did not look like her pictures. Not even close. Oh, that's an attractive noise it's making now. Let me mix this now. Yeah, that's a bit more like cake batter. Yeah, it's super sticky now, which is what it says to be in the recipe, so I still feel like this goes against every bread thing I have ever read, like, ever. But, you know, trust the process, even though it's already ruined itself for us once. So the recipe recommends, well, that's it. All you do now is cover it with cling film and let it rise for about 2 hours. So that's what we're going to do. And I've been heating my oven on keep warm. I'm now going to switch it off and I'm just going to put it in there. It's warm, it's not hot. I'm just going to bang that in there for 2 hours. Or until it's doubled in size. And then when it's done, we're going to make a mess of my counter. Okay, y'all. It's been about 2.5 hours, and half an hour before your dough is ready, you need to stick the oven on 230 degrees centigrade and stick your cast iron in there. You can use any old enamel pot with a lid. It doesn't have to be cast iron. It can just be a pot with a lid. It doesn't have to be. I'm not going to gatekeep the recipe. Anyway, here's my dough. It's sort of doubled in size. I don't know. But we need to flour my bench and then get it out of there. And this says I don't even need to touch it, but we'll see. We will see. Scrape the dough out of bowl and sprinkle top with half. See, it's really elasticy, so it's got that back. Into my bag of flour in the way of other can. There. Yeah, so it's really elasticy. There's definitely a lot of air in it. Whether it's good enough, I don't know. We'll find out once it's baked. Okay, it says to sprinkle on top half a tablespoon of flour. Just probably about that much. And then it just says to fold the sides inwards. So it says don't touch it with your hands, or you can, I suppose, but it just says to do that. And fold it all inwards onto the flour a bunch of times. Okay, and then we're gonna transfer it to some greaseproof paper, which is gonna line the cast iron. And I think mine is not remotely ball-shaped, but I think it's supposed to be sort of round. I don't think my bench was floured enough. I'm going to sprinkle a tiny bit more on top. So that's it. And now we're going to grab the cast iron out and just slot it into the cast iron and bake it. And I think you need to bake it for 30 minutes closed and then take the lid off, I think, for 12 minutes. So we're going to do that. Let's get a heat pad. We don't ruin our bench. My cast iron is from Aldi. It's 26 bucks. So you don't have to go off and get Le Creuset or any of those crazy brands that are $300. Though, if I could get the Star Wars Le Creuset, I would be all over that. Right, okay. I think we're supposed to be doing this quickly, and I'm not doing it very quickly. Oh well. Everyone in the videos and stuff uses a round cast iron. Mine's oval, so I don't know if that is going to have a reverse effect. But anyway, it's going in. And we're going to set a timer because otherwise I'll forget for 30 minutes. Let's see how it does. Well, it looks like bread. I said it looks like bread. Stop it! Now finished product.